Good morning, student. I hope once again you all are fit and fine, and I also hope that you have gone through the topic of the last class which I have taught you. Now, today I am going to deal, or you can say explain, some numerical based on the previous topic or whatever the formula which you have already studied in this chapter. So here I have written first numerical. The numerical is calculate the force of gravity acting on your friend of mass 60 kg. Given the mass of the earth 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg and radius of the earth 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter. Now let us see. We have to calculate what? Force of gravity. What are the data given in this numerical? Here, mass of our friend. Your friend means our friend, that is small m, is given how much? 60 kg. Now mass of earth, that is capital M or ME you can say, given how much? 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg. Now radius of the earth, that is RE or R you can say, given 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter, and universal gravitational constant, universal gravitational constant, universal gravitational constant, that is capital G, is how much? 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. This data is given. What you have to find out? You have to find out force of gravity F. Force of gravity F. Now, you know the formula. F is equal to capital G, capital ME into small m upon RE square. This is the formula of force of gravity. Now, what you will do? You have to first check the unit, whether all the unit given in the given data is under SI unit or not. Mass is kg, both the mass of the object is given in kg, radius or distance is given in meter, that is also SI unit, and universal gravitational constant is also given in the SI unit. Now, you don't have to change any unit. All the units of the given data is in SI unit. Now, what you have to do? You have to simply put the value of all this in the given formula. F is equal to G into ME into M upon R square to calculate the force of gravity. Let us see. F is equal to G ME into M. G, the value of G is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 into ME means mass of the earth is given 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg and mass of the object is given 60 kg upon RE square, radius of the earth is given 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 whole square. Now let us see 6.67 into 6 into 10 to the power minus 11 into 10 to the power 24 into 60 and here 6.4 into 6.4 into 10 to the power 12. Now what you will do? You have to bring this 10 to the power 12 in the numerator by changing the sign. It will become 10 to the power minus 12 in the numerator. So it will become how much? 6.67 into 6 into 60 into 10 to the power minus 11 and this when one go upside it will be minus 12 into 10 to the power 24 upon 6.4 into 6.4. Now you remove this point from here, 6.67 point is removed from here and here also. Now what you have to do? F is equal to 667 into 6 into 60 or you can into 60 into 10 to the power minus 11 and minus 12 it will become 10 to the power minus 23 and here it is 10 to the power 24. When you solve it you will get value 10 upon 64 into 64. Now you do the calculation. What will be the value? You do the calculation, multiply it and let us see what is the value. When you calculate you will get 58.62 Newton. 58.62 Newton. So this much force of gravity is acting on our friend of mass 60 kg where the mass of the earth is given 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg and radius of the earth is 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter. So the force of gravity calculated is 58.62 Newton. It is simply directly based on the given formula. Means value of L mass of the earth is given, value of mass of the object is also given, G value is given, R value is given. You have to calculate force of gravitation. But what you have to remember it? You should do the multiplication when the number is related to 10 to the power minus 11 and 12 and all other things very cautiously, because here we have seen 6.4 into 6.4 into 10 to, you know that R is square, 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 का whole square. whole square करेंगे तो क्या होगा? 6.4 into 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 into 10 to the power 6. It will become 10 to the power 12. So you have to do it very precisely and see the calculation, because if you will do any mistake while multiplying or in multiplication, obviously the number will be deducted. So the force of gravity is 58.62 Newton. Now let us see the second numerical. Now let us see the second numerical. Here the given is that the Earth's gravitational force causes an acceleration of 5 meter per second square in a 1 kg mass somewhere in space. How much will the acceleration of a 3 kg mass be at the same place? Means how much acceleration he is telling of a 3 kg mass at the same place, means how much acceleration due to gravity will exerted on the body of mass 3 kg at the same place. Now children, this is basically theoretical based question. Here we don't have to do any calculation. We have to see the formula of acceleration due to gravity, which you have seen. You know that G is equal to capital G capital M upon R square, or acceleration due to gravity capital G into ME upon R square. You know the formula of acceleration due to gravity is this. What do you observe in this formula? Means acceleration due to gravity of a body does not depend upon whom? Does not depend upon the mass of the falling object. So, as per question given, if mass of 1 kg body, if mass of 1 kg body is producing an acceleration due to Earth, or you can say that if Earth produces, or you can say in this way also you can say that if Earth produces an acceleration of 5 meter per second square on a body of mass 1 kg, then as per this given formula, the same amount of acceleration, then Earth will produce same amount of acceleration, that is 5 meter per second square on a body of mass 3 kg at the same place, because acceleration produced by the Earth does not depends upon the mass of the falling object. So, whether the mass of the falling object is 1 kg or 3 kg, the acceleration produced will be same, that is 5 meter per second square. So, in what you are seeing, here there is no calculation, only theoretical answer you have to do it as per this given formula. You have to watch it carefully. What you want? Ki acceleration produced by the gravity under the free fall does not depend upon the mass of the falling object. So, the acceleration produced in 1 kg is 5 meter per second square. So, the acceleration produced in 3 kg mass of the object will also be the same 5 meter per second square. Now, we will move to the next numerical. Let us see. Now see, next numerical is given here. A particle is thrown up vertically with a velocity of 50 meter per second. What will be its velocity at the highest point of the journey? First question. Second question is given, how high would the particle rise? And third part is, what time would it take to reach the highest point? Here the value of g is mentioned that you should take here 10 meter per second square, not 9.8. So whatever the value is given, if it is given in the numerical problem that you take g 10 meter per second square, then you will solve the numerical by taking this value. And if the value of g is not given in the numerical, then you take g 9.8 meter per second square. Now let us see. First you write what it is given in the problem. A particle is thrown vertically with a velocity of 50 meter per second. Means initial velocity u is given 50 meter per second. Now, what you have to find out? What will be its velocity at highest part of the journey? You have to find out final velocity v. Second, how high would the particle rise? Any h. You have to find out. And what time would it take to reach the highest point? That is, you have to find out t also. Now, g, the value of small g is given 10 meter per second square. And since I have already told you that when the particle is thrown against the gravity, नीचे से ऊपर की ओर फेंक रहा है, तो यहाँ g की वैल्यू -10 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर लिखेंगे, because particle is thrown vertically upward. Now, as per this question, already I have explained that whenever an object is thrown from the ground to the upward, then the final velocity of that object at the highest point will be 0. जब कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट को आप अगेंस्ट द ग्रेविटी कुछ वेलोसिटी से फेंक रहे हैं ऊपर की ओर, तो जब हाईएस्ट पॉइंट पे वो ऑब्जेक्ट पहुंचता है तो वहां पे उसकी फाइनल वेलोसिटी 0 होगी, तभी वो ऊपर से नीचे गिरेगा. सो हियर द फाइनल वेलोसिटी v will be 0 at its highest point. At its highest point, final velocity will be 0 at its highest point. Now, first part is over. What is the velocity at highest point of the journey? Now, second part is how high would the particle rise? How high means you know the value of u, v, g is given. Then what formula you will use? you will use V square is equal to U square plus 2GH. Or you can write it in this way also, V square minus U square is equal to 2GH. The value of this is value of V is 0 square minus value of U is 50 square and 2 into minus 10 into H. Now see the calculation. Here it will be 50 into 50, that is equal to minus 20H, minus sign is cancelled here, H is equal to 50 into 50 upon 20. Zero zero is cancelled. दो से काटिए इसको 25, 25 into 5 is equal to how much? 125 meter. The highest, how high would the particle rise? The particle will rise to a height of 125 meter. Now third part. What is the third part given? What time it would take to reach the highest point? What time it would take to reach the highest point? आपने ये निकाल लिया, V निकाल लिया, H निकाल लिया. अब आपको क्या निकालना है? Time to reach the highest point. Let us see. Now see what time it would take, means you have to find out the T. The formula you know, V is equal to U plus GT. V is here 0, or you can simply write 0. U is here 50 meter per second plus minus 10 into T. Now 0 is equal to 50 minus 10t or 10t is equal to 50 or t is equal to 50 upon 10, cancel 0 0, that will be equal to 5 seconds. So the time, what time would it take to reach the highest point? That the time taken by the particle to reach the highest point is 5 seconds. So you have seen how to utilize the equation of motion here related to the freely falling body. है ना? इस तरह से ये ध्यान रखना आपको कि G की वैल्यू हम प्लस में ले कि माइनस में ले, as per the condition given in the numerical problem. Now let us see the next numerical. Now let us see the next numerical. What is the mass of an object whose weight is 49 Newton? Here what is given? W, weight is given 49 Newton. And you know that here the value of G is not given. So you will take the value of G is 9.8 meter per second square. If it is not given, you have to take 9.8 meter per second. And what you have to find out? The mass of the object. You know that W, weight, force with which Earth attracts any object towards its center. W is equal to M into G. Here W is given 49. M you have to find out into G. The value of G is given how much? 9.8 meter per second square. Now M is equal to 49 upon 9.8. You remove this point and put the 0 here. It will become 490 upon 98. Now, you divide it. You multiply 98 by 5. 8 पचे 40 की 0 और 4. 9 पचे 45, 4 49. तो 98 into 5 करेंगे तो कितना आ रहा? 490. Means 98 1 जा 98 5 जा is 490. That is equal to 5 kg. What is the mass of the object? That is the answer is 5 kg. So now let us see the next numerical. What is the next numerical now? Now let us see the next numerical. If a planet existed whose mass was twice that of Earth and whose radius 3 times greater, how much will a 1 kg mass weigh on the planet? On the planet. You know that here mass of the object is given 1 kg. The value of small g on the earth, GE, you know that how much? 9.8 meter per second square. Now, what will be the weight of the object on the earth? That is WE into M into GE. That will be 1 into 9.8. That is equal to 9.8 Newton. This is the weight of the object on the earth. Now, what you have to find out? We have to find out the weight of this object on that particular planet, where the mass of that planet is how much? Twice the mass of the earth, and radius of that planet is thrice the radius of the earth. Means, you know that formula GE is equal to capital G ME upon RE square. Now here the given planet, mass of the planet is how much? Twice the mass of the earth. And radius of the planet is given how much? 3 times the radius of the earth. Now, as per formula, that is acceleration due to gravity on that planet will be what? G mp upon rp square. Now, here what we will do? We will put the value G into twice me upon thrice re whole square. That is, what you will do? 2 by 9 into G into me upon re square. Means GP will be how much? This is the value of which? GE. So, GP will be equal to 2 by 9 of GE. You have got the relation? How the acceleration due to gravity varies in the next planet in comparison to the acceleration due to gravity on the earth. Now what you have to find? You have to find out weight of the object on the planet, that is WP. You know that mass into GP. Mass, you know that mass is constant everywhere. So mass is 1 kg given, and GP is 2 by 9 of GE, means 2 by 9 into G is 9.8. Now what you will do? 8 दूनी 16 की 6 हाथ रहे 9 दूनी 18 एक 19 19.6 upon 9. Now you solve this. How much you will get it? Let us see. Divide this value. 9 से इसको डिवाइड करिए. 9 दूनी 18 एक पॉइंट लगाइए, एक पॉइंट हटाइए 6 9 कम 9 7 0 9 सत्ती 63 means the value will be how much? 2.17 Newton. Means weight of that object on that particular planet will be 2.17 Newton. So children, I have given few numerical I have explained. You can practice more numerical, this type of numerical based directly on the formula. You don't have to go very deeper to the numerical part, because up to your level the numerical asked in the examination is directly based on the formula. Little bit twisting will be there in the question, but it will be directly based on the use of formula. So I hope you all are able to understand this numerical problem. You can practice more and more from your textbook, side book, whichever book you are having. Till then children, please stay at home, be safe. I hope we will meet again in the next class. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day children.